2 days ago on October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver, and I got it on video.
I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done.
DoorDash took to TikTok themselves and wrote their own paragraph.
The internet got y'all in a in chokehold, bro.
How long it would have took for that DoorDasher to be arrested if it was a man?
And boy, it ain't end well for her.
What's good, peeps? It's your boy JP back at it again with another reaction video. And today we are reacting to Poetic Flakko. Shout out to Poetic Flakko. He got me a lot of views last time. We about to go rack it up again, you know what I mean? But today's video is she tried to ruin this innocent man's life, but it backfired badly. But before we get into it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Join the prosper gang. We keep it a PG. There is a whole lot of prosperity going on around this mug, you feel me? With that being said, without further ado, let's just get into the video.
Are y'all tapped into this DoorDash girl story that's been going crazy and viral? This is one of the craziest, most psychotic things and most psychotic people I think I've ever witnessed on social media. And it's also one of the quickest brow of justice we've ever witnessed, bro. This is the fastest I think I've ever seen the internet collectively acknowledge their faults and wrongs and go against someone after being on their side. The reason why so many people flip-flop with this story is because a lot of people entered into the story halfway through. Like halfway through the drama, because TikTok,
which typically happens a lot. That's why it's important to hear both sides of the story. Well, let's do it.
A pretty good job at deleting or erasing the earlier videos that she dropped explaining this drama. So a lot of people only came into this drama or into this story where she was explaining how she's been wronged by the infrastructures in the system. And you know us, bro, we love to hit on corporate, all right? We love to hit on big companies, all right? We just love it. So she's a DoorDasher, okay? She delivers food for a living. DoorDashers, to me, is the most important job in the world, bro. Y'all know, bro. I'm big boy, man. I love it.
We know. Shout out to you, Flakko. I fuck with you.
And listen, my DoorDasher hold it down, bro, all right? All right? They come upstairs.
He got that nigga on payroll. Y'all fucking stupid.
5 floors, right? They take the elevator, they follow the instructions, and they deliver, so I don't gotta come downstairs. They handle it well. So one night, she's delivering DoorDash, and the instructions is, leave my food at the door. When she gets there, she drops off the food, but then she noticed something. Now, a lot of people did not see the original video. So I'm gonna take you through the thought process and the process of how the majority of people discover the information, okay? Instead of talking about what's in the original video, we're gonna act like that video don't exist for now. The first video that a lot of people saw was her saying, hey, I went to this house, this dude flashed me. He showed me his wee-wee, he flashed me, and he essayed me when I was delivering his food. I got it.
And I can understand from that standpoint how you would definitely be on her, definitely be on her side.
On camera, I called the police did nothing. I called DoorDash did nothing. This is wrong. I need justice.
Here's an update for anybody who's interested. I commented, but my comment's getting buried in my comment section. I reported this to DoorDash over 12 hours ago, and they're supposed to call me back, which is strange because I've reported a couple less serious incidents before, and they called me back within 1 to 2 hours for those reports. So I don't know what's going on there, but I didn't report this to the police last night because I wasn't sure of DoorDash's process for like SA or...
We about to get... What's up with y'all reporting crimes to social media before the goddamn police? Why? Why are y'all telling us before you tell the police? The internet got y'all in a in chokehold, bro. God damn, we don't need to know everything before the police need to know.
If this was even reportable to the police. And
This is some Gen Z for real. Because a nigga like us always called the police if we needed to before we told the social climate of America.
because he was in his home. But after so many people told me to report to the police, I did. And I called the non-emergency.
No. I ain't trying to be, but so people had to tell you to tell the police. So you felt to tell the internet before you felt to tell the police. Crazy.
And they sent a police officer over to speak to me in person and watch the video that I have. And then he asked me to email it to him, and he asked me if I want to press charges, like what do I want to come from this? And I said, yeah, if there are charges to press, I would prefer that because I don't want this to happen to somebody else again. And he understood that, the police officer, and then he went back out to his...
I respect that. But maybe if you really want it to happen to nobody else, why you tell the police? Why you call the police first to make sure that don't happen to nobody else?
And then he came back to me and he told me, like, this is pretty much verbatim. It's not verbatim, but like it's the point that he said. He said he's not sure if there are charges that can be pressed at this point because he was inside of his house. And specifically, he said it's not like he came up to his door with it out or like his window with it out or whatever. But it's like, come on now. That is voyeurism. That is exhibitionism. That was something against my own will that I was fulfilling for that man. Oh, and I forgot to say, the police officer said he was going over to the residence of that DoorDash customer to speak to him and see what his side of the story is, what he has to say about what was going on with him. And then another major factor that we're not even considering is that man lives in a duplex. In that video, you'll see another door next to his. That's another apartment unit right next to his. That could be a family. Anybody could walk out. See, listen, if I wasn't the target, you still shouldn't be whacking it off, whether you're drunk or under the influence of any substances, with your door wide open regardless, because anybody could walk out and get assaulted.
Facts. This is 100% true. I'm not going to argue with that at all. Our only issue I got is why are y'all bringing this to the internet before you go to the police? There should be stages. And social media should, by all means, always be the last stage. Unless it's like a social issue, then that's different. Like somebody calling you the N-word or being like racist to you in public. That's not a crime. But that can be a social crime, and the social police is social media. Now that I would say go to social media first. Outside of that, or if you're trying to prevent a crime, then social media. But after a crime has already been acted, go to the police first. It shouldn't be that hard to know.
Anybody could come up on your porch and see that. Anybody walking by on the sidewalk and accidentally getting a glance would be a victim.
Whacking off, exposing himself to you.
It's crazy.
Huh? And the police said because he didn't physically come to the door, they can't charge him with nothing. DoorDash not doing nothing. This woman is a victim. People were upset and angry.
I agree.
People was tagging DoorDash, canceling subscription. You know how hard it is to cancel that DoorDash subscription. You know how hard it is, man, to cancel that door.
He was trying to go. He was trying to go to therapy for it, but then he relapsed and he realized, dang, I can't cancel it. You stupid, bro.
That subscription. All right.
Look at his eyes.
To opt in to DoorDash fees, opt in to longer times when you could just pay that $9.99 and erase the fees and get priority every time. Oh, come on, bruh. This was martyrdom. People were sacrificing themselves to speak up for this chick. And it got worse and even louder once she came back and let the world know that DoorDash was actually terminating her as a dasher because of this incident. People couldn't believe what they were saying. Huh? You got fired when he did that to you?
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working!
I ain't gonna lie. People that don't blink scare me. She was not blinking. She was, I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh shit, what happened? I don't know what I just did. I don't know why.
Literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while
I'm trying to tell y'all everything ain't for the internet. Now, I ain't trying to diminish her issue. I can understand that. But why do y'all feel like the internet is y'all therapist, bro? Why? I don't get that. When I go through things in life, if I have a dispute with my girl, the internet ain't knowing that. Why do y'all have to y'all giving birth to babies on Twitch? Y'all are crazy. The internet don't need to know all that, yo. Crazy, bro.
dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job.
She's not blinking, y'all.
That was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
Now listen, I know how to spot crazy. So when I see
She wasn't blinking, y'all. That's crazy.
get upset, but the facial expression didn't change.
Am I driven? I'm 10 for 10, bit nigga. I'm 10 for 10. That's crazy.
I see her smiling while getting upset, and the facial
And not
expression didn't
blinking.
change. What struck in my head was, oh, she loves
crazy.
this. Oh, being viewed as a victim gets her rocks off. This was probably the first time where I was getting a little suspicious. DoorDash firing you, and the story is exactly how you're saying it happened. I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. I don't know, man. And just seeing her smile while telling this story, while talking about getting fired, it just came across as, oh my God, she's loving this, man. She is relishing in the opportunity of being a victim. This is like the dream for any content creator in 2025 to be considered a victim by millions of people. You can essentially grift thousands of dollars. You can essentially grift thousands of subscribers. This could launch your social media career. You could be like a hero for millions of people. Oh, she was relishing in it from my perspective, and I was getting a little bit suspicious. And as the story developed some more, it just got more suspicious.
Hey guys, so yep, I really lost my job. Within less than 24 hours
guess you
after
got the
me
hint
submitting my
tonight.
appeal, they denied it. You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my account a strike.
Why is she making a series out of this, bro? Like, can we just move on? Like, y'all trying to get this social media clout off this, man. I mean, I get. All right, bro.
Explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again, and now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done.
So everybody is a problem. No, everybody saying, okay, everybody's walking away from this, but you. What does that say? We about to do this violin shit again. Violin. Look at it.
This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember, I'm the victim.
I'm the victim. Remember, I'm the victim. Don't ruin my moment. I'm the victim. DoorDash said, okay, enough of the effery, bruh. DoorDash said, hey, bruh, enough of the... DoorDash did something I ain't ever seen DoorDash do.
They doubled down. What?
I didn't even know DoorDash did this. DoorDash took to TikTok to respond back to her. I've never witnessed anything like this. But DoorDash said enough of the effery, bruh. DoorDash took to TikTok themselves and wrote their own paragraph, their own response to her. And boy, it ain't end well for her. The DoorDash response is, we've seen some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days, and we want to clear the air. No one should ever have to experience SA harassment, and DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it, full stop. We take these reports incredibly serious and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. In this case, the Dasher let us know about an experience that made them feel unsafe. And that's exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began investigating and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support any of their efforts. However, posting a video of a customer in their home and disclosing their personal details publicly is a clear violation of our policies. This is the sole reason that this Dasher's account was deactivated, along with the customers, while we investigated. We've also assured that the Dasher has full access to their earnings. We know these are sensitive situations, and we want every Dasher to know, if you ever feel unsafe or experience something concerning, come to us. We're here to listen, act, and support.
So she got fired for taking this to the internet. That's what I'm saying. The internet got y'all is in a chokehold. Why, if she had just, okay, she wanted to record all that, fine. But why not take it to the police first? Figure out the information and then figure out what's legal for you to do before you take it to the internet. The internet is not your therapist. Stop taking shit to the internet. Simple.
Majority of people, this was the first time they've heard any pushback. And that's what encouraged them to go and seek out the original video. But the original video was harder to find than anything in the world. It was harder to find than Santa Claus on January 1st. So what happened is people found a second video she made before TikTok took down that video. In that video, she somewhat showed exactly what took place, and she somewhat showed or re-explained the situation. And after people seen this video, that's when everybody was like, hold on. You tripping, shorty. And it went from, I'm a victim, to you a monster. And you owe that man an apology. You try to ruin his life with false allegations.
Guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault.
2 days ago on October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver, and I got it on video. The customer who committed a crime against me requested that their order be left at their front door, and when I arrived to their house, their front door was wide open. It was 59 degrees Fahrenheit. All of their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles. This person's name is Austin, and their last initial is N. I reported this to DoorDash and the police, and DoorDash luckily banned the customer, but the police are doing nothing. I also posted the video that I have of the proof to TikTok, and after a day and a half of it going completely viral.
That's what you did wrong. You posted it to TikTok. Y'all gonna learn. The internet is not your friend. For the most part. In some cases. Very rare. You gotta know how to do it. And y'all ain't figured it out. The internet got y'all is in the chokehold. I'm sorry.
TikTok took down the video for suggestive content and gave my account a strike. They also denied my appeal to have it reinstated. I'm absolutely reposting the video again, but with a little censor blur so it can't be removed for the same reason, because this is literally the only justice I'm getting.
In the wake of my victimhood, the police are doing nothing to prevent
The justice you think you're getting is people taking your side on social media, but you ain't got no money, you ain't got a job, and your public reputation is screwed. And the only sense of justice you think you're getting is that people that are commenting on your support and in support of you in your comments, then clicking off and going and eating some Popeyes because they just picked it up on their way home from work, from the job they're getting paid for, and you sacrificed because you want to be stupid and put your shit on social media. Yeah. You get some justice, all right.
or stop this man from doing it again, and they're not doing anything to punish him for already having done it. So if the only justice I'm going to get is the fact that he's banned off the platform and that video went viral and now he can live with that shame and embarrassment, then that's what it's going to have to be.
Once people seen this, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. The man was on his couch, passed out, asleep, probably drunk as a mug.
And I knew about this. I watched about this situation in previous videos. So I did come into this video with Flakko with a little bit of knowledge on the situation. So that's why I kind of jumped the gun a little bit, because I kind of knew the guy was already asleep. And he was on, so whatever was wrong with him, he was still wrong for what he did. I'm not taking that. And I would have felt she would probably been justified if she did everything but take this to the internet, and now she kind of screwed her reputation up. You should just report it to the police, and they just would have banned him off of the app, and you probably would have been compensated or something. I would have went to the police, found a lawyer, and found a way to get compensated off this. But you want to take it to the internet. Y'all love clout more than the money a lawyer could have got you if you ain't got you compensated. But y'all just love some clout, I guess.
Asleep on his couch, passed out. Now, here's the thing. People who saw the original video claims that she stated the door was creaked open, and she pushed it open a little bit to see if he was coming out. And then she seen him and began to record. But because that original video is no longer available and nobody, I guess, screen recorded it or screenshotted it, we don't know. But let's just say her story, the door was wide open. Why ain't you just drop off the order and leave? The man is passed out on the couch, asleep, on flash, like unsolved. Now, listen, if he had an erection and he was on that couch like this, I could understand you thinking, man, yeah, voyeurism. He's unsolved, passed out, sleep. You couldn't even see anything. He's unsolved. He's like this. Oh my. And you said you was essayed as if that man got up and said, ha ha. And then she even said some things in her original video. Read. Remember when I played it for y'all? She says, whacked off. How do you know he whacked off? He could have very well been drunk under some substances, passed out on his couch in the comfort of his own home. You supposed to drop off that food at the door and leave. Now, once the full story came out, people ran to social media to call her out and say, they were wrong and they were misled, and she was actually in the wrong.
How long it would have took for that DoorDasher to be arrested if it was a man? Yeah, because y'all act like y'all didn't get what I'm saying. So I'm going to ask y'all this way. How long it would have took for that DoorDasher to get arrested if it was a man? Now, let's play the whole rollout, okay? All she had to do was drop that food off, take a picture, and take her happy behind back in that car. But she said that the door was open and this man is asleep in his house. Now, I don't understand where the sofa was. I guess it was right in front of the door. So let's give her all that. But if this man is asleep, and I don't care if he's butt naked from the head to the toes, when she pulls her phone out to record and then try to distribute those videos, what I mean is she tried to send it to DoorDash and then she tried to upload it on social media. If that was a man that pulled up at that house and pulled his phone out and record that lady without her permission, and then try to send it to DoorDash, and then try to put it on social media. Do y'all know y'all been around here talking about boycott this and boycott that? But because she on here act like she's a victim, number one, what is the definition of SA? Because that's not SA. What she's talking about is not SA. This is a woman that recorded a man without his permission and then tried to put it out on social media and was sending the pictures out. I'm going to ask it again. If that was a man, how long it would have took for his behind to get arrested?
I would say him having the door open, though, even though it probably was an accident, does make it a little different. I wouldn't say it's the SA still, but with the door being open, it does make it a little weird. You know what I mean? And but that still don't give her the right to upload it to TikTok. Why did, like, if you recorded it to show proof of what happened to you or what you felt was an assault or whatever, and you showed it to DoorDash or sent it, whatever the crap, however you do that, or showed it to the police after you called, that's different. But to upload it to TikTok, why do you take it to the internet? Y'all gonna lose every time with this. I'm trying to tell you.
With all the boycott y'all would have been yelling about.
And surprise, surprise, after the full story came out, we haven't seen a video from her in 3 days, right? She hasn't given an update since October 16th, all right? There's no reaction to the full story. Hey, no, here's why I believe he SA. Man. Now, she did respond back to DoorDash. It's not worth playing because all she said was, hey, it's unfair. I found out why I was fired the same time that the world found out. I don't feel like that's fair. Man, cut it out, man. But y'all let me know, bro. Yo, this is why
put it on the internet. That's your fault.
Genuinely terrified of some women. Not all women, bro, because most women, the majority of women are good. 99% of women are good. But there is 1% of people in every demographic that's bad. And this is why, man, like, I try not to take elevators alone with women that I don't know. I don't hop in Uber rides with women that I don't know because, again, man, I just want to be super safe and comfortable for all of us, man. But, yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, bro? And if you want to give amazing commentary like this, I've made $90,000 in 28 days on YouTube. I want to show you how I did it.
Give me some of that,
the
homie.
fast way. All right, if you...
He don't like LA gang members. I'm gonna pull up like an LA gang member. Hey, say, homie, I'ma need some of that, homie. You had to come off some of that, homie. Where you from, homie? I'm playing. Anyway, shout out to Flakko. And if y'all don't take anything else from the video, keep your stuff off the internet, man. Go through the legal process. She could have probably got compensated off that or something if she played her cards right. But she thought internet clout was better than all clout. She played herself. Anyway, with that being said, shout out to Flakko again. And shout out to me for staying consistent and doing this. And shout out to you for making it this far into this video. With that being said, hit the like and subscribe button. Join the Prosper Gang. We keep it a PG. There is a whole lot of prosperity going on around this mug. You feel me? Till next time I'm out. And remember, there is nothing impossible. Today we try. Till next time I'm out. Dose.